Hi everyone, Mike Warren here from the EN Rockstars and workwithmikewarren.com. And first of all, you have to excuse me, I'm not very well at the moment, so I'm going to try and be as clear as possible, but you have to excuse me, I'm a bit under the weather. Today I want to talk to you about something that's quite important, and especially if you're in the internet marketing world, or business world, you'll probably come across this quite a lot, and it's overwhelm. Okay, overwhelm. Having too many things. I mean, even average people can get overwhelmed. You know, in this modern age, in this modern information age, you know, we get so many tasks, so many projects that we want to do, so many things that, you know, the tasks just keep coming in. You know, we do one, then it gets replaced by another, and it's just constant. It's like the sea. It's like tide. You know, the wave comes in, crashes. The wave comes in. It's just constant. Okay, especially in the information age, it's only going to get worse. Okay, it's only going to get worse. So, what I've been finding recently is that I've been getting overwhelmed, and if you get too overwhelmed with too many things, it's very difficult then to differentiate between the important task and the not so important tasks. And it's a very important thing that you need to be able to do. Excuse me. So how did I get over this feeling of overwhelm? Well, I've always been a very quite an organised person, and I always have used to-do lists and goal lists. Okay, but what I was finding was that I was making too many to-do lists and streams of to-do lists, which end up, you know, when you've got pages of to-do lists, you know, it's no good. You know, it becomes worthless because you can't. You know, it's very difficult then to sift out what's important. Well, I learned this technique the other day online, and I want to share it with you because I'm sure there are people out there, maybe not everyone has this problem, but there are people out there like me who are struggling with the overwhelm. Okay? So, what I recommend you do is you get 2 pieces of paper. Okay, we'll start with that. Okay, so you get 2 pieces of paper. Okay, so if anyone, but there's a very good book. I have mentioned it before in another video. It's called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Now this is an excellent book, absolutely brilliant book. I recommend it. It's not very long, but it has tremendous advice and action steps that can help you stop procrastinating. And I found it very helpful. So I do recommend getting that book, Eat That Frog. But what the idea of Eat That Frog means is that you're focusing on, instead of focusing on lots of different tasks, you focus on the most important tasks for that day. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, you set out your frogs, okay? The task that will have the most positive impact on you. You know, the things that, you know, you always put off. The most important task, okay? The thing that you always put to the back of your head, okay? So these are called your critical tasks, okay? So the first thing you want to do is, for every day, set out 5 critical tasks, okay? Things that need to be done now, okay? Need to be done today, otherwise there's going to be serious consequences, okay? So that's called your critical tasks. So there's 5 of them, right? So at the top we'll put critical, okay? And then you list them, okay? The next thing is you need to write out what they call opportunity now, okay? So your opportunity now list is a maximum of 20 things, okay? So 1 through to 20, and the opportunity now list are tasks that that you would like to do today that aren't as important as the critical ones, the 5 critical ones. Maybe aren't as urgent, but they are things that you want to do today or tomorrow, okay, or within the next week. And have a maximum of 20. That's very important to have a maximum, otherwise you'll go straight back into, like I was, writing streams of to-do lists and then becoming less productive. So make sure it's a maximum of 20, and that's called your opportunity now list. The third list on the other page is called over the horizon. Okay, so your over the horizon list. I haven't heard, they didn't say on the video that I watched how many there should be in this, but what I've done, I've said 20 as well. Excuse me. Okay, so 20 on this list. The over horizon list is a list of goals that you want to do in the future, okay, and there should be 20 of them. Okay, so we've got our critical bit, our critical list, our opportunity now, and our over the horizon list. So what you need to do every day, well actually the night before you go to bed, make sure you work out what your 5 critical things are for that day, and make sure you focus on the worst thing first. The next one is the opportunity now. So every day review the opportunity now list and make sure that you know you're keeping on top of that. Review it every day. And the over horizon list, review it once a week. Okay, I'm reviewing it on Mondays. So as things come into your life, you know, put them onto these different lists. Okay, but make sure you have a limit, because otherwise you'll go back to the same way and it just won't be productive. You'll get overwhelmed again. But this is a good way how I've started using to organise my to-do lists. And like I say, remember the Eat That Frog book. Make sure you get that. Make sure you read that. Very good book. And make sure you're doing the worst task. You know, the one that you always put off first. Do that big frog first. Okay. At the start of your day, and the rest of your day will be brilliant. Okay guys, I hope that's helped. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, and go to my link, www.workwithmikewarren.com, if you're interested in learning how to make an extra income online. Okay guys, take care, and I will speak to you soon.